Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we have this cool amazing product right here in my hand, and basically what this is a juicer. And for this juicer it has a wide mouth, so that means you guys can just throw a whole apple inside if you guys want to. So that way you don't need to cut the apple or anything. So this is the first one that I have right here. The other one that I have right here, if you guys can see, is from a different brand, but it looks basically the same thing. This one also has a wide mouth design as well, but let me actually open up both of them and show you guys what actually looks like first before we test it out. So I'm gonna open up this one right here first. So when we first open up this one, this is what it looks like inside, if you can see. So this one will provide you guys this card right here, and they also provide you guys the instruction manual right here, or the user manual right here, of how to use the product itself. And then they have the protective layer right there, so let me take it out and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so as you can see that it's well protected and everything. Let me take out the cover first. So once I take out the cover, you guys can see that this is basically what it looks like right here. So they pretty much provide you guys the cup right here, so I assume that this is where the juice will come out. They provide you guys a little brush that you can use to clean the product itself. And then right here we have the little cover. So I believe this cap is for this one right here. So you can fit the hole right here to juice it out right here, so that way it won't spill. And then right here we have the actual product itself, all nicely wrapped. Let me take out the wrapper and show you guys what it looks like first. Alright, so you can see that this is basically what it looks like right here. So you can see they have the switch right here. So there's an off, there's a 1 and a 2. So there's total of 2 speed levels, if you can see. The top part right here, you guys can open it up and throw your whole apple in there if you guys want to. And then if it gets stuck, you guys can just use this part right here to push it down. And then basically how it works is that once you guys juice the product, the juice will come through out here into your little jug. And then all the skin from the fruit will come out here, and you can reuse it or you can just throw it away. So this is basically what the first one looks like right here. Let me put it down and open up the other one first before we actually test it out and give you guys a better view of it. So when we first open up this package right here, you guys can see that that is what it looks like inside. So they do have a little warranty card right here and a little user manual right here to teach you guys how to use the product itself. And then underneath that you can see some accessory right there. So they do have this little cup right here, or accessory, which we'll find out what this is for in a second. But they do have a protective layer right there, so let me take that out first. Alright, so once I take out the protective layer, that is what it looks like inside. Alright, so you can see that this is basically what it looks like right here. So this one looks very similar to the other one, but there is a little bit difference. Let me actually open it up first. Alright, so once we take it out, this is basically what it looks like right here. So you can see how it's well protected and everything, so let me take all this off first. Alright, so this is basically what it looks like right here. So this one, it looks a little bit different if you can see. This one has 3 different speed levels. And the one thing that I did notice about this one compared to the other one is the jug that they provide for you guys is a little bit smaller as well. And I feel like the overall design of this one looks a little bit smaller as well compared to the other one. But this is basically what this one looks like right here. Let me actually put both of them on a flat table and then we'll test it out and see how it works between both of them and see what is different between both of them as well. So let's go do that first and then we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. Alright, so this is basically what it looks like for this one once we fully set it up. And then you guys can open up this part right here and take this out and clean it if you guys need to. Whereas for this one that we have right here, they do give you guys the brush that I mentioned. The jar or the container right here is a little bit bigger than the other one that I just showed you guys. The buttons and everything look about the same. You guys can see everything much clearer in this one compared to the other one, but this one is also bigger than the other one as well. But the way how you guys open up this part right here to clean the inside is basically the same thing. So I just want to pull this open like this and just take it out. And then you can clean the inside there. So for this one, it's basically the same thing. If you guys want to take it out, you definitely can. So just like that. And that's what the inside looks like right there. You can see it is stainless steel. Alright, so you can see the bottom, that's what it looks like right there. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 suction on this one. And then same thing for the other one right here. If I pull it up, you guys can see the suction on the bottom as well. Alright, so that's what this one looks like right here. So this table is not big enough for 2 of them. I'll just do one at a time to get a better view of it. Alright, so I just finished washing this one that we have right here, which is the Mueller brand first. So we're going to test out this one and see how this one works compared to the other one. And I got some apples here, so I'm going to actually plug it in first. Alright, so I have it plugged in. Let's give it a try to see what actually works first before we actually put in the apples. So we're going to turn it this way. You can see how strong that is, and that's only on speed level 1. If I turn it to speed level 2, you guys can hear and see how powerful that is. I do have help right here, that's why I have multiple hands. So you want to put in the whole apple in first. Alright, so you see the whole apple fit in there. So you guys definitely need to use your force to push it in if it does not fit, but it should fit a whole entire apple inside. And then you can just press the speed. So I'm going to do speed level 1 first to test that out. And you just want to keep pushing it down. And then you want to turn it off. Alright, so as you can see, the skin is all over the place right here and all the place right here too. But there's your juice for one apple right there. So you can see the product itself does work pretty well. So we're going to juice another apple, but this time we're going to use speed level 2 and see how that one works. Alright, just have to use a little bit of force to push it in if it doesn't fit. Alright, and just push the whole entire apple in first before turning on the speed. Alright, so let's turn on speed level 2. And then push it all the way in. So it works really well, but obviously if you guys use it on a higher speed, it'll work a little bit better. If you guys can see on the speed level 2, it's way stronger and it blended way faster as well. But you can see all the skin right here, so you guys don't waste any of the juice. Literally all the juice is right here. And then when you guys just want to pour it out, you can just use this to pour it out because they have the little opening right here for you guys to pour it out. And it separated all like the foam and everything inside here, if you guys can see right there. So if you guys want to drink that, you definitely can, but if you guys don't want that, then it actually works pretty well to kind of separate it. Alright, so once you guys fully disassemble it, this is basically what it looks like. So all of this part right here, you can actually take it all out and then you can just clean off really easily. So once I took everything out and wash it, you guys can see that all the parts are here. So this is the bottom part of the inside, here's the outside, and then the other parts as well. You can see it's all here. So it's super easy to kind of disassemble it and just rinse all of it and wash it all out. And once it's fully dried, and put it back into the machine and reuse it again next time. Alright, so I just finished washing the actual product itself, and this is basically what it looks like once we fully assemble it. So you can see that this one is actually a little bit smaller than the other one. And then this part right here is not stainless steel. I believe this is plastic material, so that's a little bit different as well. But if I look right here, this is actually the opening right here, so you can see how it comes out the juice right here, which is pretty cool. This part is also, I believe, a little bit smaller than the other one as well, but this doesn't really matter too much because most of the stuff, which is the juice, will come out here, and that's what matters more. The top part right here, where you guys actually use to push it down, is a little bit smaller as well. So I also got my apple here as well. So then this one has 3 different modes. I'm going to try all 3 of them using 3 different apples right here. So if I turn on speed level 1, that is speed level 1. If I turn on speed level 2, that is speed level 2. If I turn it on to P mode, let's see what happens. So I think P is between like 1 or 2, or maybe it's around 2, but it didn't sound as strong as when I had level 2 on. And that's basically everything that's on the product itself. Let me actually plug it in and then we'll give it a try and see how it works. So for this white mouth, it said it's 3-inch, same thing as the other one, but this one is a little bit smaller as well. Because when we try to put the apple in, it doesn't fit, so I do need to cut this in half before putting it in. So let me actually do that first. Alright, so I had to cut the apple in half, but even in half, it was a little bit hard for me to like put it in, unless you guys jam it in. So maybe you guys had to cut this in 4s before putting it in for this one because the mouth is a little bit smaller than the other one as well. But let's give it a try and see how it works first. Speed level 1. Alright, so that's from one apple, if I can see right there. The opening for the juicer itself right here where the juice comes out is kind of weird in my opinion, but at least it does work. So for this one, it is super portable and super small compared to the other one. So this one is small, this one is small, and this one is small, and this part is small as well. But now let me just try using the other speed levels, so it's 2 and P, and see how that works. But first, I'm going to cut out the apple into 4s first. Alright, so I got the apple cut in 4. Let me actually add it in and do speed level 2. Alright, so we got all 4 in. So what you guys want to do now is just to push it in while turning on speed level 2. So I'm going to turn on speed level 2 first. Alright, so that was speed level 2 and that's how much juice came out, if you can see. Now let's try out the P and see how that one works. So same thing, we're cut it in 4s again and then we're going to add it in. Alright, so we got it in 4, we're going to add it in now and try out the speed level P. So for speed level P, you guys actually have to hold it and you guys can't let go like 1 and 2. So let's try it out. Alright, so that's speed level P, if you can see. So it doesn't seem like speed level P is that strong compared to speed level 2. Speed level 2 still seems stronger. So once you guys are done, you guys can do the same thing for the other one as well. So you can just take this part out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is this part right here. And wash all of them just like how I showed you guys for the other one as well. And once you guys finish washing it and cleaning it, you can use it next time. So for this one, you see that's very different. It doesn't have the handle or anything here, so you have to hold it like this to pour it out. But it does have the little separator here as well if you guys want to use that option. If you guys don't want the option, you guys don't have to use that option. But let's pour some out and see how it works. Alright, so you can see that does work. It does help you guys separate like that foam area. If you guys can see, it also has the measurement out here as well. So the maximum is 400 milliliters, whereas the other one was 1 liter. Alright, welcome back guys. So now I guys saw a quick test of both of the actual juicer itself. You guys can see that both of them does work. The main difference that I noticed between both of them is the fact that for the Mueller one, that one's a little bit bigger than the Aicook one. But both juicers are BPA free. It's super easy to use, super easy to maintain and clean as well. But in terms of portability between both of these, which one would I say is more portable? I think the Aicook one is more portable because that one's more smaller, but that one doesn't produce as much juice as the Mueller brand. So if you guys want a bigger one, I do recommend going for the Mueller brand. But if you guys want a more portable and smaller one, I recommend going for the Aicook one. So that is basically everything that's on the product itself. Now to do the quick unboxing and testing of the product itself. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I would definitely have to say that both of them are pretty worth it. It just depends on what you guys are planning to use it for and how often you guys are planning to use it for. But you guys can see from the test itself, both of them does work really, really well. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or have this one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save the money for something else that actually do need. But other than that, that's pretty much it for quick unboxing and testing the product itself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. It'll definitely help this video and channel out. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.